The best way to love someone is not through frequent contact, but by following these 3 points. Today I'm going to share with you the best way to love someone. Inside Kafka's castle, there's a saying, when you strive too hard to obtain something, you might not realize that by remaining calm and composed, you could easily obtain it without anyone noticing. But if you push too hard, acting too aggressively, immaturely, or inexperienced, you might end up crying and grabbing, like a child pulling a tablecloth, only to achieve nothing but a mess, leaving all the good things on the table scattered on the floor, forever out of reach. The same applies to relationships. When you place too much importance on a relationship, holding onto the other person too tightly, it often hurts both parties involved. The best way to love someone is to not overly immerse yourself in their company. In romantic relationships, we often instinctively think of showering our partner with meticulous care, delicate attention, and constant emotional support, forgetting that those with true emotional intelligence understand how to maintain the right distance, thus ensuring that a hard-earned relationship remains tender and happy. From a psychological perspective, why is avoiding too frequent contact considered the most emotionally intelligent way to love someone? The feeling of oppression that comes from excessive intimacy, whether observed in works of cinema, literature, or real life, shows that when one partner constantly seeks unlimited closeness, wanting to preserve the intense feeling of being inseparable experienced during the early stages of romance, it often leads the other party to resist psychologically. Over time, this can potentially push a once beautiful relationship towards irreversible alienation and rupture. Psychologically, there exists an optimal comfort zone for intimate partners. Those within this comfort zone maintain a balance where intimacy is neither excessive nor distant, allowing for a harmonious connection. However, individuals who cannot resist frequent contact with their partner fail to grasp the true essence of maintaining a healthy distance. They impatiently seek to preserve fleeting moments of sweetness, overlooking the importance of long-term nurturing and sustained effort. 2. Fading novelty. Everyone fantasizes about love, envisioning a perfect romance that isn't overly dramatic but also not mundane, where every day brings a sense of novelty. Initially, this novelty might seem insignificant, but many seemingly everlasting loves falter due to its absence. When we first meet someone, novelty is at its peak. The collision of two individuals from different worlds always brings a fresh perspective. However, as the two worlds gradually merge, the novelty diminishes. Spending extended periods together further diminishes this novelty. Psychologically, novelty can be equated with passion, one of the essential elements of perfect love. It sustains the bond between partners through the passage of time, preventing it from deteriorating. Most beautiful love stories originate from the instantaneous attraction between two individuals. In a perfect love story, passion is the first element to emerge. However, it's also the element most susceptible to fading over time, especially with prolonged proximity. Marriages often witness the replacement of passion with familiarity, as excessive contact and intimacy accelerate the erosion of novelty. A relationship devoid of passion cannot be deemed perfect. It risks turning into infidelity or dissolution. Maintaining an optimal level of distance prevents the erosion of novelty, ensuring that love remains vibrant and enduring. 3. Increasing indifference. Habit is a formidable force. When partners become accustomed to frequent communication and constant companionship, they might unintentionally overlook each other's strengths and virtues. As conflicts arise, their dissatisfaction with each other grows. As the saying goes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. When proximity is too close, affection for each other decreases. I once had a classmate who lavished meticulous care on her boyfriend to an extreme degree. She even squeezed toothpaste onto his toothbrush every morning and evening. If she went out, she prepared his lunch and dinner in advance, leaving instructions for him to follow. When he went out, she called him every half an hour, demanding prompt replies to texts or messages. Eventually, her boyfriend couldn't bear this suffocating style of affection anymore, leading to their breakup. Maintaining an appropriate distance in relationships ensures comfort and prevents suffocation. It's like the saying about husbands, stay within a yard to be a husband, stray too far, and you lose him. Too much closeness can be suffocating over time. 4. What is true love? Many people believe that loving someone means being constantly present by their side, but this isn't necessarily true. True love means that even without frequent contact, the person remains in your heart. As the Chinese poet Bing Xian said, if the heart is present, then absence doesn't matter. If the heart is absent, then even physical closeness is meaningless. In my youth, my uncle frequently traveled for work, sometimes for 1 or 2 months at a time. My aunt stayed home, taking care of the children and the elderly, often busy until late at night before she could call him. Their conversations were brief, only consisting of a few words. Yet, despite being married for 20 years, my uncle couldn't recall my aunt's every birthday, nor was he particularly romantic. However, they never quarreled, and their life together flourished. In marriage, it's not just about going through the motions, but also about genuine connection. A person who makes you happy and secure will last longer than any ring or bouquet of flowers. True love isn't always vocalized, but is demonstrated through actions that touch the heart. Frequent contact may offer constant updates, but too much understanding can make life dull. Life should be filled with freshness. Facing the same person every day may lead to boredom. Interacting with someone who brings joy and laughter daily makes life more interesting. A connection of hearts can only last when there is room for both parties. Just as maintaining a proper distance allows for mutual respect and prevents suffocation, it creates space for breathing, ensuring a graceful and enduring dance of love. In conclusion, to become a wise individual, learn to manage your love wisely. Leave room for both yourself and your partner. Distance creates novelty, and occasional silence makes life more comfortable. Love isn't something that can be achieved through talent or effort alone, nor can it be forced. True love is like dancing a waltz, where timing and distance are crucial. Wanting to be closer all the time might lead to stepping on each other's toes, disrupting the graceful dance. Only by maintaining an appropriate distance and balanced communication can love be perfect, like a waltz that never stops, elegant and timeless. That's all for today's sharing. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy the Golden Years Insights, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments. You'll never be alone here.